Hey guys, so after grading the quizzes and going through your work, I realized that question number 31 was a little tricky, and the majority of people missed this one, and so I wanted to go through it and explain how to do it step by step. So I know looking at it, kind of the intuition on what would be the easiest way to do it would be to do the operations on your whole numbers, so the 829, the negative 111, and the 51, and then simplify your fractions. But in this case, if you do it that way, you're actually going to end up with the wrong answer because it kind of changes the values and you end up with a point or two off. And so I'm going to show you the way that we really need to do this. It's a little bit longer than it looks. So what you're going to start by doing is turning your improper or your mixed numbers into proper fractions. So we're going to take the 111 and 5/8, and we're going to turn that into a proper fraction. So we got our negative 111 and 5/8. To turn that into a proper fraction, you're just going to take the whole number, multiply it by the denominator, and add the numerator. And so that's going to be negative 111 times 8 plus 5 over 8. You just keep it over the same denominator. And then you plug that into your scientific calculator. And you get 893, so negative 893 over 8. So there's 1. So then we have to do the 51. So we have the 51 and 5/14. So again, we take the 51, multiply it by the denominator, add the numerator, and keep it over the same denominator. So plugging that into your scientific calculator, that would be 719. So 719 over 14. Okay, so now everything is basically in terms of proper fractions except for the 829. So, but you can think of 829 as also being over 1. That's also equivalent. And so from here, what we're going to want to do is find our least common denominator. So we have 8, we have 14, and we have 1. Well, the least common denominator that they have is 56. So our LCD is going to be 56. So we're going to multiply our fractions to make sure that our denominators are all 56. We're going to start with 829. 829 over 1 times 56 over 56. And 829 times 56 is 46,424 over 56. So now we have to do negative 893 over 8. Well, 8 times 7 is 56. So we're just going to do that 7 times 7. So 893 times 7 is 6,251. So 6,251. Don't forget the negative over 56. And then the last one is the 719 over 14, which 14 times 4 is 56. So we're going to do 719 times 4 is 2,876 over 56. And now we're going to combine everything. For some reason. Okay, so now we're going to combine our fractions. So we have 46424 over 56 minus 6251 over 56 plus 2876 over 56. Now remember PEMDAS, where you have to follow the operations exactly. And so in this case, we're going to do the addition first. So we're going to take the negative 6251, and we're going to add the 2876 to it. So that gives us 46424 over 56 minus 3,375 over 56. Okay, so now we can do the 46424 minus 3375, and that gives us 43,049 over 56. Okay, so theoretically, according to the problem statement, you could put in this answer and it would accept it. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to turn this into a mixed number again, just to make sure that we get the right answer. So to do that, we're going to do some long division. So we have 56 divided into 43,049. So obviously 56 doesn't go into 43s, but it can go into 430. And so it goes into 437 times. So 56 times 7 is 392. You take that and you subtract the values through. So 0 minus 2, we can't do that, so we're going to borrow. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 2 minus 9, we can't do that, so we're going to borrow again. So take away from there, that would give us 12 minus 9 is 3. All right, so 56 can't go into 38, so we're going to bring down the 4. 56 can go into 384 6 times. Yep, so 6 times. So 56 times 6, so it's 6 times, is 336. Oops, sorry. Here, let's go back here. Sorry. 336. So now we're going to subtract through, so we can't do that. So we have to borrow from the 8, so that makes that 7. So 14 minus 6 is 8. 7 minus 3 is 4. 56 does not go into 48, so we're going to bring down our 9. And 56 can go into 89. 489. 56 can go into 49 8 times, and that's 448. So we're going to subtract through. So 9 minus 8 is 1. 8 minus 4 is 4. So that's our remainder. So turning all of this back into a mixed number gives us 768 and 41 over 56. And that is our final answer for this problem. So it's a little bit lengthy. It definitely required a little bit more time, and I apologize to that it was kind of a long quiz, but the quizzes from now on should be a little bit shorter. And if you have any questions about this problem, please don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing how next week goes. All right, thanks everyone.